Dennis Konsmo. I was invited down to participate in some of these hybridizers quorums. Brought a particular variety that I think is going to do pretty good, Robert Bruce, which is a hybrid tea. It's a cross between McGreedy's Solitaire, which is a hybrid tea, yellow blend, and Glorious. Glorious is a florist rose from Ilsenk in Holland, and it's a good rose. Robert Bruce started in 2014, the spring of 2014. From there, I evaluated it for 3 years before I really did anything. I didn't even propagate it, but I wanted to see how consistent it was. And then all of a sudden, it's one of those roses that gets better with time. In the bush, in the bloom, in its character, in its repeat, and its consistency. And that's how I got started with that particular cross. I do an awful lot of research in terms of parentage, colors, where they came from, where they're going, how long they last on the market, all the above. And I'm a certified rose judge with the American Rose Society and have been a life judge for many years. So I know what good roses are supposed to look like. Robert Bruce is a close friend of mine. He's been involved in the Rose Societies for many, many years, but he's currently involved as district director for judging for the Pacific Northwest District of the American Rose Society. I said, Bruce, do you want this or not? And he says, we'll take anything you give us. And I says, well, how about this one? And I showed it to him, and his wife, Barbara, says, that's it. So we named it Robert Bruce. Robert Bruce was entered in the 2019 Spring Rose Show at Portland. That particular bloom, I had 5 blooms that I entered separate in the open division, and it ended up as the queen of the show. It's the first time since 1989 that the city of Portland, which became a Rose Society in 1889, that anyone has ever won the best in show with their own rose hybridized. And to me, that's one of the highlights of the entire scenario, is the fact that I consider the Portland Spring Show probably the toughest in the world and the largest, and extremely proud of that. It's got great color. Like I said, it will get better with time, like maybe 2-3 years. Gets a little bit richer in the colors, but it is relatively disease-free. It has nice, thick foliage. Who'd ever thought we'd be able to just click on something and say, give me 3 of Robert Bruce's, and I want them here next Wednesday. As a hybridizer, I'm very excited to have Heirloom Roses put this particular variety on the market. I honestly don't care how the totality ends up. I'm just glad for the opportunity to be able to share it with lots of other people.